Gentlemen, let's be honest. Wearing a suit is easy. It is a uniform. The rules are written for you. The hardest dress code to master is not black tie. It is smart casual. This is the battlefield where most men over 50 suffer a humiliating defeat. When you take off the suit, you panic. You default to two dangerous extremes. First, there is the midlife crisis look. You try to dress like your teenage son's skinny jeans, hoodies, and t-shirts, with giant designer logos screaming across the chest. You think it makes you look young. It doesn't. It highlights your age. Second, there is the I give up look. Baggy cargo shorts, oversized golf shirts tucked into dad jeans, and running shoes worn to a nice dinner. You look like a tired tourist in your own life. Casual does not mean careless. Smart casual is the art of looking like you own the building, even on a Sunday morning. It is not about stiffness, it is about intention.
It is about swapping logos for textures. It is about trading floppy for structured.
Part 1. The top half. Texture over logo. The journey to mastering smart casual begins at the top. The garment you choose for your torso does more than cover your body. It frames your face. For the man over 50, the skin on our face has gained character lines, texture, and silver in the beard. Therefore, wearing flat, shiny, or synthetic fabrics creates a jarring contrast that washes us out. We must adopt a new philosophy: texture over logo. The enemy: the graphic t-shirt and the hoodie. First, we must identify what to purge. The graphic t-shirt is the uniform of adolescence. When a man of 50 wears a shirt emblazoned with a giant brand logo, he is paying money to be a walking billboard. It does not signal status. It signals insecurity. Furthermore, standard jersey cotton is unforgiving. It clings to the parts of our body we want to hide, the softening chest, the expanding midsection, while hanging loosely around the arms where we want definition. Similarly, the hoodie. Unless you are literally in a boxing gym or jogging in the rain, the hoodie makes you look sloppy. It hides your neck and slumps your shoulders. The upgrade 1, the knitted polo. If you take only one thing from this video, let it be this: swap your t-shirts for knitted polos. Do not confuse this with the shiny, synthetic performance golf polos you wear on the links. Those belong on the fairway. I am talking about polos woven from cotton, silk, or merino wool that feel like a sweater. Why is this the ultimate weapon for men over 50? First, the architecture. A good knitted polo has a ribbed band at the waist. This allows the shirt to blouse slightly over the stomach, completely hiding the dad bod without looking baggy. Second, the sleeves usually feature a ribbed cuff that hugs the bicep, making your arms look instantly more muscular. The collar frames your face with dignity, yet the fabric is as comfortable as a t-shirt. It is the perfect hybrid of elegance and ease. The upgrade 2. The OCBD, Oxford Cloth Button-Down. Your second essential is the Oxford Cloth Button-Down. This is not a stiff, transparent dress shirt that requires a tie. It is made from a thicker, basket-weave cotton that is rugged and durable. The magic of the OCBD lies in the collar roll. The buttons on the collar points create a gentle arch that stands up on its own, framing the jawline beautifully even when unbuttoned. The secret to wearing it? Imperfection. Do not iron it flat. Let it have a little rumble. Roll the sleeves up past the elbow to show your forearms. Tuck it in for a sharper look, or leave it untucked, if the length is right, for a weekend vibe. It says you are dressed, but not trying too hard. The Upgrade 3. The Shawl Collar Cardigan. Finally, we replace the hoodie with the shawl collar cardigan. This is the garment of the patriarch. The thick, folded collar builds up your neck and shoulders, making you look broader and more powerful. The V shape created by the buttons draws the eye down and slims the waist. It is cozy, warm, and intensely masculine. Think Steve McQueen or Daniel Craig. When you wear this over a t-shirt or shirt, you don't look like a teenager lounging on a couch. You look like a man enjoying his estate. Part 2. The lower half. Silhouette is king. Now that we have framed the face, we must address the foundation. You can wear a $1,000 cashmere sweater, but if you pair it with ill-fitting trousers, the entire illusion collapses. For the man over 50, the goal of the lower half is simple. Create a clean, unbroken vertical line. We want to lengthen the leg and minimize the midsection. The forbidden list: cargo shorts and skinny jeans. Before we discuss what to wear, we must discuss what to burn. Item number 1. Cargo shorts. Unless you are currently on a safari in the Serengeti or fixing a plumbing leak, you do not need extra pockets on the side of your thighs. Cargo shorts add bulk exactly where you don't want it, widening your hips and making your silhouette look boxy and heavy. They cut your leg in half visually, making you look shorter and stouter. Item number 2. Skinny jeans. There is a misconception that tight clothes make you look thinner. They do not. They make you look like a sausage in a casing. As we age, our legs often lose muscle mass while our torsos gain weight. Wearing skinny jeans accentuates this imbalance, creating a lollipop effect, a heavy upper body balancing precariously on stick-thin legs. Item number 3. Distressed denim. Jeans with pre-made holes, paint splatters, or extreme fading are for teenagers in rock bands. On a mature man, they look desperate. They signal that you are trying to cling to a youth that is past, rather than embracing the dignity you have earned. Solution 1. The dark denim rule. For smart casual, denim is your best friend, but only if it follows specific rules. You need dark wash jeans, deep indigo or raw denim with no fading or whiskering. Why? Because dark blue behaves like a neutral color, similar to charcoal or black trousers. It is dressy enough to be worn with a blazer to a nice dinner, but tough enough for the weekend. Crucially, look for a straight taper fit. You want room in the seat and thighs to accommodate comfort and biology, but a gentle narrowing down to the ankle. This follows the natural line of the leg without clinging to it. And please, look for a mid to high rise. Low-rise jeans sit under the belly, pushing the stomach out and creating the dreaded muffin top. High-rise jeans sit at the natural waist, tucking the stomach in and elongating the leg line. Solution 2. The chino upgrade. When you want to break from denim, turn to chinos. But avoid the shapeless beige IT guy khakis of the 1990s. You want a flat front chino, no pleats unless you are very advanced in style, in earth tones. Think olive green, tobacco brown, stone gray, or navy. These colors pair beautifully with the knitted polos we discussed in Part 1. The most critical detail here is the hem, the break. Most men over 50 wear their trousers too long. The fabric pools around their ankles, creating messy folds that make them look shorter and sloppy. Go to a tailor. Ask for no break, where the pant leg just touches the top of the shoe, or a slight break. This clean termination of the fabric makes you look taller, sharper, and infinitely more put together. It shows you pay attention to details. Part 3. The anchor. Shoes. Gentlemen, look down. Your shoes are the period at the end of the sentence. They dictate the tone of the entire conversation your outfit is having with the world. You can wear the perfect knitted polo and the sharpest dark denim, but if you finish the look with the wrong footwear, you haven't just stumbled, you have fallen flat on your face. The mistake. The gym shoe epidemic. Let's address the elephant in the room. The most common error men over 50 make is wearing technical running shoes with casual trousers. I am talking about those neon-colored, mesh-sided, thick-soled sneakers designed for running marathons. When you wear these to a dinner or a coffee shop, you send a confusing signal. You look like a man who is confused about his environment. You look like you are wearing a costume from the ankles up, but your feet are at the gym. It screams, "My feet hurt, and I have given up on aesthetics." Comfort is important, yes, but we do not need to sacrifice dignity for comfort. There is a middle ground. Option 1. The suede loafer, the king of comfort. If you hate tying laces and want something that feels like a slipper but looks like $1 million, you need suede loafers. Specifically, look for penny loafers in chocolate brown or snuff suede. Why suede? Because we are building a smart casual look based on texture. Shiny leather can sometimes feel too formal or stiff for jeans. Suede is soft, matte, and approachable. It absorbs light rather than reflecting it. For the man over 50, I recommend looking for unlined or soft-structured loafers. These have no rigid heel counter or stiff toe box. They mold to your foot immediately, requiring zero break-in time. They are breathable and lightweight. When you slip these on, you project an air of relaxed European sophistication. You look like a man who is at ease with his life. Option 2. The Chelsea boot, the silhouette sharpener. If you want something more rugged, more masculine, and perhaps something that gives you a little physical edge, choose the Chelsea boot. This is a laceless boot with an elastic side panel, popularized by the Beatles and the Rolling Stones. It is rock and roll, but refined. The genius of the Chelsea boot lies in its silhouette. Because there are no laces, the front of the shoe is a smooth, uninterrupted curve of leather. When worn with the dark jeans we discussed in Part 2, it creates a seamless visual line from your hip to your toe, effectively elongating your leg. For men who feel they are shrinking with age, a Chelsea boot with a solid heel adds an inch of height and a mile of confidence. Choose dark brown leather for versatility, or black leather for a sharper, city slicker vibe. Option 3. The minimalist sneaker, the modern classic. Finally, let's talk about sneakers. Yes, you can wear sneakers at 50, but they must be grown-up sneakers. We call these minimalist sneakers. They follow a strict set of rules. They must be made of leather, usually white or off-white. They must have a flat sole, no air bubbles or jagged treads. And most importantly,
They must have 0 logos. No giant checks, no 3 stripes, no leaping cats. Think of these not as athletic wear, but as casual leather shoes that happen to have a rubber sole. They are clean, crisp, and neutral. They pair perfectly with chinos and a cardigan. They say, "I am active and modern," without screaming, "I am having a midlife crisis." Keep them spotless. A dirty dress shoe has character. A dirty white sneaker just looks neglected. Part 4. The third piece rule. The secret weapon. Gentlemen, we arrive at the graduate level of smart casual. If you want to instantly separate yourself from the average man on the street, you must embrace the third piece rule. The math is simple. A shirt and trousers are just clothes, they cover your nakedness. But when you add a third layer, a jacket, it becomes an outfit. It becomes style. The architectural miracle. For the man over 50, the third piece is not just about fashion, it is about architecture. As we age, gravity takes its toll. Shoulders slope downward, the chest softens, the midsection expands. A shirt alone often clings to these changes, revealing every imperfection. But a jacket? A jacket is visual armor. It artificially reconstructs your silhouette. It builds up the shoulders you may have lost. It creates a V shape that broadens the chest. Most importantly, it creates 2 vertical lines down the front of your body that slice your midsection in thirds, visually shaving 10 pounds off your waistline instantly. Option 1. The unstructured blazer. Forget your stiff, padded suit jackets. For smart casual, you need the unstructured blazer. This is a jacket with no shoulder pads and no stiff canvas lining. It is soft, natural, and drapes over your body like a cardigan, but it retains the lapels that frame your face with authority. Look for textured fabrics like hopsack wool, linen for summer, or tweed for winter. When you throw this over a knitted polo and jeans, you look like a professor of style. Option 2. The field jacket, or Harrington. If a blazer feels too business, choose a classic outerwear piece. The field jacket, like the classic M65, offers rugged masculinity. With its 4 pockets and cinched waist, it is practical and tough. It says you are a man of action. Alternatively, the Harrington jacket. This is the icon of cool. Think Steve McQueen. It is short, simple, and clean. It frames the waist and broadens the back. The practical benefit. Pockets. Finally, a practical note. Men over 50 carry things. Glasses, car keys, a large phone, a wallet. Without a jacket, these items get stuffed into your trouser pockets, creating unsightly bulges at your hips that ruin your silhouette. We call these chipmunk cheeks. A jacket gives you interior pockets to store your arsenal discreetly, keeping your trouser lines clean and your hands free. Gentlemen, I want to leave you with this philosophy. There is a profound difference between being at leisure and being lazy. Smart casual is the uniform of the man who respects himself enough to present his best version, even when no one is watching. You do not need a closet bursting with clothes. You need a curated arsenal. Trade your 10 cheap t-shirts for 3 high-quality knitted polos. Trade your cargo shorts for 2 perfect pairs of chinos. Upgrade your running shoes to 1 pair of suede loafers. It is quality over quantity. At 50, you have the experience, the wisdom, and the resources. Now, you have the wardrobe to match. Stop dressing like the boy you were and start dressing like the man you have become. Own your age. Own your style.